my name is Omoyemi Akerele. I'm the founder and CEO of Star House Files and Lagos Fashion Week, a fashion business development agency and accelerator with the Fashion Week platform based in Lagos, Nigeria. And I'm also, I was on the advisory council for State of Fashion, for the State of Fashion Biennale. So I'm quite happy to be here.
Oh, really amazing to see everything.
Oh, yes. It's been so incredible seeing how everything's come together nicely, because I remember the very beginning stages when, conversations and meetings with the other advisory committee council members and, Stefan and, the whole team trying to explore, what the essence of the Biennale should be this year, and I'm so mind blown to see how everything's been brought together nicely, centered around co-creation, collaboration and community, because for me the starting point of the creative process is the community. So to see a whole exhibition that's been designed around the need for us to co-create as a community, the need for us to collaborate, as part of a strategy for setting the tone for the future of fashion is something that must be celebrated. So.
Yeah, totally agree. And yeah, what can you say about the exhibition, but also about the recovery garden where we are right now?
So yes, it's been a journey all day. I think we started with the wardrobes in the morning, and just the idea of rentals and rental closets, the idea of swap shops, the idea of being able to buy where the currency of exchange is not necessarily money, where the currency of exchange is something that you already own. The idea of pre-loved, pre-owned, and then being able to have something completely new from there is something that we've always cherished as a platform at Star House Files Lagos Fashion Week. So it's been really great to see how that was beautifully curated. It's been super amazing as well to see the work that Duran is doing, with in the space for the designer's residence, to be able to catch a glimpse of what he's doing in the in the home for elderly people, and how he's just been able to upcycle some of their clothes, and they look so amazing and adorable. That's really special, for him to take his craft, for him to take, all that beauty inside of him and to be able to pour it out, to change and, touch the lives of other people, especially, our older people in the community who are often forgotten or underserved, when it comes to fashion and the industry. It was also really great, popping into the church, to see the work that's done, to see all that's going on in there. I mean, I don't even know where to start, from the exhibition on compassion to the one on transforming societies, to the one, on knowledge exchange between different people from different parts of the world, from Zimbabwe. I think there's a designer from the Zimbabwe's designer from Taiwan. That whole cross-cultural exchange, be able to create that amazing body of work is mind-blowing. The work on compassion with Siziwe from I think South Africa as well, and the other designers, which explores, it's a tongue-in-cheek exhibition with a core focus on how workers are treated across, the supply chain. That reference to mass production with, that juxtaposition between beautifully well-made garments and sweat-stained pieces that's been well made, changing the care level of the garments and using it as a manifesto for how workers should be seen is something that I think deserves to be on the front cover of New York Times, because it's just so different, and not different because different for showmanship, different because it tugs at your heartstrings and makes you want to do better, makes you want to see things better. And of course, I also love the work that's been co-created by the women from, there's Annabelle, and I think it was a reflection on identity, focusing on their parents, their moms, I apologize if I'm mixing the names, who lived in Germany and trying to understand the language, and another family who migrated from a country in Africa and migrated to Portugal. How identity is deeply intertwined into who we are and how we communicate and share ourselves with the world through the view of through the lens of textiles, and the amazing textiles on display, all with a beautiful story behind it of where it's come from, who's contributed to making it, and of course, it's a story that must also be mentioned is the work by Annabelle Yo, I think, on deconstruction. You need to see that, you need to watch it, you need to listen to her tell you the story about how threads, all you need is one thread to be able to make a different and a bigger story. And to me, all of this shows how we're deeply interconnected, deeply intertwined in a world that, always strives to keep us apart, in a world that, constantly wants us to work in silos, where we should be working together, where the community is the starting point, where the community is where it's at. And of course, we're back here in the Recovery Garden. What better place to to sort of stretch our legs and have some amazing tea, and just to explore in the garden, different dyes and different, different herbs that's been planted that have deeper meanings, and it's just encouraging us to be more mindful, to be more thoughtful, and to be more present. And yeah. So I'm so happy, and I just want to say congratulations to Stefan and all the team for bringing this to life and for inviting me to join the council and the advisory committee. I feel truly blessed and touched. Thank you.